I've been actually sitting outside enjoying this beautiful weather here in Asheville, North Carolina. Such a beautiful day for March. Very thankful that spring is coming up this week, although there is snow in the forecast, which I'm so over at this point. But other than that, I just wanted to sort of post a video because I've been thinking a lot about the topic of, I guess, disconnection and connection. A couple months ago, I had done a little talk for about 20 people on the topic, sort of the whys and hows we tend to distract ourselves from ourselves and from life and the true essence of what it is to be alive and to live our true selves, essentially. Hows, whys, and how to get back to living from your soul and following your soul's path rather than the path that society really wants to create for us, which leads us to more and more distraction, unfortunately. And so, why is it that we are feeling distracted, and why is it that we feel we need distraction from everything? We don't want to feel all of these emotions that are popping up, in various circumstances. Somebody makes us angry, a relationship ends, people in our lives pass away. There's many reasons, obviously, where emotions come to play, and the issue is that we really need to feel them and express them and sort through them in our own way. But society has essentially doled out a method for us to numb these, one being with medication, and people go to other extremes and they go to alcohol or smoke pot or go into relationships over and over again just to really avoid dealing with the emotions that are coming to play from moment to moment. So in realizing over and over again in our own lives, if we can look at ourselves and sort of determine where is it that we distract ourselves. It's interesting. I heard not too long ago the fact that you go through an emotion. If someone walks into a room and screams at you, for instance, it's literally a 90-second chemical flush through your system of that emotion. The chemicals run through your body, and it's basically 90 seconds. But the aspect of it that plays over and over is our mind. Our mind plays that situation over and over again, and it replays that chemical flush over and over again, creating stress, creating the stress response in our body, which creates inflammation and can create a whole other cascade of issues that can go on for a long time. People think the same thoughts over and over again for weeks, months, years. They can go on and on and on just from those memories. And those memories are essentially a pattern that we've created, and through our neurons in our brain, we create these pathways that connect these memories for us. And if we've laid down these pathways in not such a positive light, we're going to continue to experience these unfortunate chemicals that create a stress response for us. So over and over again, from childhood, we have belief patterns and again, these pathways that are played out for us, whether we believe them or not, especially if they're from our childhood. So really to ultimately create some self-awareness, to see within yourself where you are creating distraction. Where is it? People, I know I've noticed in myself, sometimes I'll just play music really loud so I just sort of drown out some of the thoughts that are floating through my mind, you know. I've even found that for myself, I try to do meditation, and sometimes I found not too long ago that, you know, with my eyes closed and really trying to get into the moment early on in the meditation, my eyes were moving around looking for things to think about, you know, other memories, other past things that had come up, or future events that I was looking forward to or not so looking forward to. So I create these distractions for myself rather than really venturing into self and you know, avoiding to feel feelings that I would rather not feel. And that's from me, who, you know, I know essentially that I need to experience these emotions, and obviously sometimes they're tough to go through and to experience, and sometimes it takes a little time, but venturing through them and creating and finding a way to calm the madness, to feel the experience rather than numbing it, will really release the hold of it for you, so you can experience life, so you can connect to who you are, so you can connect to others, because ultimately you will not be able to fully connect to people in your life if you are always feeling numb, if you are not connected to who you are. Ultimately, there will always be a feeling within you of disconnect, because you're not allowing that full energy of connection to flow through you. So yeah, I've just been contemplating on this disconnection aspect again, revisiting it since I had done that talk a few months ago. I hadn't really thought too much about it, and now it's coming to play again, and I'm really sort of seeking some more information if anybody has other ideas as to what they do to really connect with themselves, and what have you found in your life that is a distraction, that you know is there to distract you, that you put there specifically for distraction. So I'm just curious, what do you all think?